Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. Manchester United 3, Burnley 2. United are off the mark with their first win of the season, and we went the hard way about it. But it was a much improved performance, guys, from the midweek drama away to Grimsby. We're going to get into the match reaction. Plenty of positives to take. As always, please do smash a like in the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's jump right into it. So Manchester United are off the mark. Oh God, we went the hard way about it, didn't we? And Ruben Amorim, oh, you could see at times, even with that penalty at the end, which we'll get into in a moment, he was on the edge of his seat. He looks nice and relaxed there, but trust me, he wasn't. Look, on the whole, I think it was a very good performance by United. I have to say, we absolutely dominated the game. We really, really did. And I think it was unfortunate that we won the game in that type of way, because you will have the naysayers continue, to say that Manchester United are struggling. But we dominated the game, and a couple of sloppy goals, it has to be said, but I think we absolutely deserved it. And when we look at the stats from today's game, it was absolutely one-way traffic. Manchester United's expected goals, 3.54 to Burnley's 1.2. We had 62% of the possession. Total shots, there was 26 to Burnley 6. We could have easily and probably should have scored 4 or 5 goals again today. And I do think when that clicks, and it will click because we've got some good attacking players there, I think we will. Somebody is just absolutely hankering for a spanking off of Manchester United. We really are. Goalkeeper, Binder had very little to do. We only had one save to make. We had 7 corners, passes 500 to 309. Yeah, it was all one-way system. And when we look at the chart to the left, these are the attacking phases of the game, and Manchester United, absolutely dominated the game. When we see him over here on the left, right next to my big fat head here, very, very little parts of that game that Manchester United weren't in control. So look, it starts off, first half I thought was absolutely fantastic. The goal that was scored in the first half was an own goal again. So look, ultimately we didn't care. I would have liked to seen us going in more than one goal up at half time, but look, Casemiro, really good header, hits the crossbar, comes down and hits Cullen and goes into the net. And I think United deserved to go in at the lead. I think, again, like I said, we were massively in front and massively on top. And, we are creating an awful lot, it has to be said. Now, look, let's take the Grimsby game out of it. We created an awful lot in the first half against Fulham. Should have scored 2 or 3. We were very unlucky against Arsenal. And today we, again, created an awful lot of chances. But we find ourselves 1-0 up at half-time, and we go in with a bit of positivity. Again, Manchester United were pushing for it. Disappointing to see Cunha coming off injured. He goes for a ball in the first half and just pulls up, and it's a hamstring. You can see it. He puts his hand to the back of his leg and it doesn't look good. Let's hope it's not too serious. But yeah, because he's our flair player, and he's one of the players that you can hold your hand up and say, there's no criticism coming his way, because he's looked really good and he's yet to get off the mark with a goal, and he's deserved a goal. He's looked so lively, and maybe Brian Mbeumo, who hasn't been as maybe direct and hasn't been maybe as stand out as Cunha is, has now got 2 goals. He gets his second goal for Manchester United, first at Old Trafford, and a really, really, really well worked goal, it's got to be said. And we'll get into individual performances, but Delors got down that left hand side really good, and it was on the back of Burnley equalising, and it was a poor. I thought Luke Shaw had a bit of a stinker today. I think he could have been partially to blame for both goals today. But Manchester United absolutely, we just got down the other end and scoring. It was really good. And Mbeumo takes the goal, or takes the tip off. It goes back to Binder. He goes long. Xerxes with a flick on, and Delors takes a chance in behind. And I've been saying this an awful lot over the past 12, 18 months, that there's an awful lot of, talk about football here and football there and build-up phases. Sometimes Just put the ball down there. And we've got a big striker in there now with Benjamin Sesko, who we'll get onto in a few minutes. But it was a brilliant response. It really, really was a brilliant response. Then, 10 minutes later, Burnley equalised again. And again, it was a long throw. Wasn't really dealt with. Ball pinballing around. And I thought Bayindra done really well. He made 2 very good saves. But ultimately, the shot finds its way into the net. United leave it late. Again, United leave it late. Obviously Bruno Fernandes gets the goal that, wins it for Manchester United. And look, I thought it was a penalty. I mean, I think an awful lot of these decisions are soft decisions because that's the way the game has gone now. The game has gone. But I mean, you pull a jersey back like that. Was he outside the box and pulled it going in? It looked that way. But ultimately, you pull a player's jersey in the box and he goes down, it's going to be given as a penalty, and rightly so. And Bruno Fernandes, you could see what it meant to him. Obviously, a very disappointing week for him on the back of the Fulham game. Then, of course, the Grimsby game. So he was really, really happy to get it, as everybody else was. But I think it was deserved, though, guys. I have to say, I think Manchester United were by far the better team, and I think if we hadn't come away with a victory today, I thought it would have been unjust, to be quite honest with you. In terms of individual performances, guys, a couple of standouts for me. Obviously, Brian Mbeumo, I thought played really, really well. And in the first half, him and Ahmad were linking up very, very good on that right-hand side. And there's a nice bit of a relationship building between both of them. Now, Ahmad had his first good game of the season. He played really well today. And I think a lot of that was down to, maybe the shackles being taken off of him a little bit from a personal standpoint, not, anything to do with tactics or the manager's instructions or whatever the case may be. But he looked an awful lot, he looked more free-flowing. He was getting forward, he was getting involved in build-up play, he was overlapping, he was underlapping. The link-up with Mbeumo was good. So I thought the two of them played really well today. I thought Mason Mount, again, guys, was playing really, really well, and he comes off at half-time. There's talks of it being an injury. If it is an injury to Mason Mount again, I mean, how long do you persist with him? We've got a couple of days left before the end of the transfer window. Now, I ultimately don't think he's going to be sold, but how long do you leave it before you go, right, this just can't continue? Mason Mount is injured again. Now, we've got to wait and hear what, obviously the manager says and what the injury is going to be. But I thought he was good today. I thought Delot played well also in the second half. I thought he now defensively, no. But going forward today, I thought he was really good. He got an assist for the Mbeumo goal. He was dangerous in behind. He was carrying the ball and taking it. Obviously, you're going to have a difficult day when Kyle Walker is marking you. But I thought he challenged him an awful lot, and he got in behind him and he carried the ball forward. His link-up play was good. I thought going forward, I thought Delot was good today. De Ligt at the back again, guys. I've got to give a mention to him. Was absolutely fantastic again. He's absolutely colossal there. He really is. Thought Casemiro was good in the middle of the park also, and Bruno Fernandes. We look to have a little bit more understanding of the shape today, and we weren't massively overrun in the middle of the park, which is good to see, because it's been a major issue over the last couple of games, and well, since Ruben Amorim has arrived, really, that two in the middle versus the three of the opposition, we tend to get outrun an awful lot, or outnumbered at the bare minimum. But I thought it was good today. So yeah, I mean, look, happy days. 3 points are on the board, and look, we go into the transfer, or not I keep saying the transfer window. We go into the international break with a bit of positivity, up to 9th place in the table. I mean, ultimately, we're only 3 points off the top of the table. You know what I mean? And all of the negativity that's been surrounding us, we do only find ourselves 3 points off of the top of the table. Now, that could be extended to 5 points. If Arsenal or Liverpool win this weekend, because they've obviously got their game in hand. But look, United move up into 9th, going in the right direction. And like I said, especially for Ruben Amorim, it gives us that bit of positivity going into the transfer window. It really does. He doesn't look too positive there, but he did at the end of the game. And Joshua Zirkzee gives him a big hug. at the end of the game and a tap on the back and so on and so forth. So there's positivity, finally, a little bit of it. And ultimately, is Ruben Amorim going to step down? Is he going to leave? Is he going to be sacked? I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of it, to be quite honest with you. But Manchester United have their first win of the season, and it's good. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think about the game. Does it add a little bit of positivity? Are you happy with what you saw? As well, I've got to mention, before I go, I thought Kobbie Mainoo actually done really, really well when he came on. I was really, really pleased with him. He looked good. He looked to be carrying the ball forward really well. Very rarely gave it away. I thought he had a good game. And Sesko, again, guys, now look, there's going to be people saying another game without a goal for Sesko, but he looks dangerous. I'm really, really pleased with what I'm seeing with him. His runs, his movement, he's a handful in the box. We start learning his game, and our wide players like Mbuemo, Cunha, Dorgu, Dalot, Ahmad, they start learning his game and putting the ball in the right areas for him. He's going to score goals. He was very unlucky with a header as well, so happy with that. And it's good to see Mazraoui getting some minutes as well, that he returns to the pitch. Happy days, happy days. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do smash a like in the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.